Okay, she's dirty from sitting in the lower lot, but it is a 2011, 210,000 miles, high top E. It's an E-Series extended wheelchair. I'll have to see if it's a 250 or a 350. But keep in mind, it's dirty, but we'll clean all this. There's rust here. There's some rust starting there that we'd clean up and paint as best we can. When people are in a huge hurry, it's hard to nail a bunch of things out. This has rust in this fender well. And on the bottom, that's pretty rusty. That is going to be hard. That's more like a touch-up thing, and that's it. And you run the van. Rust here. That's for the rear AC. Again, rust there. Oh, this van is dirty. All right, let's see. 9,500 pound GBWR. So this is a 350 single rear wheel. Seating capacity 9 total. 8, 1 in the front, 8 in the rear is what it says on here. We'll go around the outside and then the inside. This tire is very good. This tire is about half worn. Has the toe style mirrors. Very dirty. XLT with the chrome front end, composite headlights. Has a 5.4 liter V8. Very dirty. We'd clean it. Again, if you would buy this, there's a big fuse here and a circuit breaker here that may be shut off. Check that to run the lift. I have no idea what this key is for. Has an entry door that is power from the inside, and the wheelchair doors. Can you open that entry door?
This is for that entry door.
Okay, he's telling me that's for the entry door. This tire, pretty good tread. Maybe more than half, I'd say. This is about half worn, maybe more better than half. That front's a very good tire. Okay, power entry door over here. Can you set the parking brake? This bifolds open. This is a different style lift. This is a Braun Vista 2 series lift. Parking brake set. And we'll have to check under the hood. I'll just go over the entire van here though. This is the step. Rust on this van is like that there. Like that there. We would acid wash it, clean it, touch it up real quick. Depending how much time we have. Rear bumper looks like it's been maybe hit a little bit in the center. Pushed in, pushed up. Decal's messed up there, whatever that decal was. Man, they still got their plate on this thing. Alright. Rear doors. That looks like a rear heater. That is a fixed seat. That is a fixed seat. And we got hornets and bees. Alright. Hornets and bees. There's wasps in the back door, just so you know. In that corner, they flew out everywhere, so they're bad. They're in the van. All right. Might have to redo this video, but this will give you an idea of where we're at with some angry bees. Worst video ever. Alright, parking brake is set. Wheelchair lift switch is on. This switch has to be turned on, or you don't have power at the lift. This switch opens and closes the door. Open, close. This switch is hanging out loose. This is for that rear heat. Heat, AC. This is your fan. There's your heater fan. AC fan. Off. Colder. There's a switch right here.
For the wheelchair?
Yes.
I was looking for it.
Radio works. Lights work. Mirror's good. Everything's there. Clearance 10 foot 6 inches. And he's throwing the lift down. We'll go around and check it out. It has a roof hatch. Scared the crap out of me. 2 fixed seats. Those two look to, that's a fold up. So it looks like 3 fixed seats in the back, 1 folds up. One of those would have to come out depending on your state and PA to run this. This would have probably been used in a single rear wheelchair lift van. Nice tinted windows, tilt out, rear AC unit. I'm gonna have to feel right now how cold it is. Wheelchair spot here. Wheelchair spot here. This seat can fold up. Folds down. Folds up. So in PA, one of these would have to be removed. This one, or this one. Because for us, a wheelchair counts as 4. So, and the driver, let me rephrase that. We have a driver, that's 1. Wheelchair here would be 4. Wheelchair there would be 4. That's 9. So 2 of these would have to be removed. 10, this one could stay folded. Tie downs in this one are here, here, with some kind of shoulder belt, here, and the second one's there because they don't put it where you walk. So 1, 2, 3, 4 tie downs and your shoulder belt. Looks like back here there is another kind of shoulder belt right there mounted, as well as the seat belts for this seat. Then we got to see what's in that bag. Can you pull that bag out and just dump it right here? One, 2, 3, 4, plus whatever extension that is, another extension, and then some kind of bump stops, whatever, from those brand new instructions. But those 4 would go into this spot. This would clip on to your left rear one like so, with a buckle like that, off of that, which is like that. So this will be your shoulder. This buckle is for the seat belt for the rear. Let's see if we have one of them here. That is not one of these. So it definitely is missing a seat belt portion. This piece right here with the strap, that connector on that end, seatbelt connector on this end. I can see if I can locate one, but I will make zero promises that I have one. Nothing in the glove box, no radio in here, but that's your basic controls. Heat AC, fan speed, hold for the AC, wheelchair on and off, door open and close. Factory front and rear, heat and AC, AM, FM, MP3, line in for a phone if you wanted. Does not have Bluetooth or anything like that. Has cruise. Not even sure what that is. That looks like some kind of camera that is no longer there. You can pause this video if you need to. 10.6 inches. Trying to see if there's any build sheets on this. Just what's in the door jamb. This fabric's hanging off. It's tucked back in, maybe stapled. But as for the lift, that door is open as far as she goes. Alright, so we want to go up. Can you make sure that yellow thing's tilted? Shut off that AC for me, would you? We're gonna have to put a battery in this van. That rocker switch, yeah, shut everything off. That rocker switch, put it dead center. No, the other switch. Yeah, there's up, down, center. Okay, here we go. We'll lube this end, but remember, if it stays down and tries to go up, it will shut off. You put it up the little micro switch. We're gonna put a battery in this thing because it needs one. But lift goes up. Then we're folding. Then we hit fold. That wheelchair folds in. Battery is very dead. Kill the wheelchair, you shut it off here. That can be a control on and off. Remote hangs there. Everything works with that. But you have to set the parking brake and you have to flick that switch up. The wheelchair switch up for it to function. Other than that, the van has rust. Everything looks okay with it. It will clean up just like the last one. But keep in mind, like I showed you, all this bubble rust and stuff. We'll put paint over it if it's rusty. We'll wash it really good. But there's certain things you can't take away, like dented bumper, rust. Tires look good. We'll just say again, air conditioning, I'm gonna say it doesn't work. It felt cool coming out in the back, but I don't mess around with these old wheelchairs. So I just tell people, forewarn them, it might not work. So that's your call. Especially when we're on a time frame like this, because there's no mechanic in the world that's gonna get me in a shop in 10 minutes from now. He's gonna be like, we're 2 weeks out. So all this will be cleaned. We'll check the air filter. Probably do a fresh oil change in as well. So everything's ready to roll. Tire pressures will be set. Have new wiper blades on it. We'll check all the lights. Has traction control. But that's about it. Sorry for the long video, but I'm not into bees. And they had a nice nest right there. So Radio Works is just on an AM, some weird station. And that strap is missing. That one little strap. And the brand of these is Surelok. S-U-R-E-L-O-K. And these are not them, because it needs to hook onto here. Like I said, if I have one, I'll get it. Doubtful that I do, because this stuff's all old and out of date for me, compared to new ones. And I don't see anything just hanging here like no one just threw it in here, so it's definitely missing one. All right. Let me
A
know.
little bit different.
Let me know if you want to move forward, and I'll get it in line. I'm super busy, so I can't guarantee that a van's going to get done and go out. This is the beginning of school for everybody, and I'm dealing with brand new vans. 2023, 2024s going out, and I'm smoked right now. I'm so busy, but I'll fit you in where I can and get it shipped. All right. Give me a call or a text. Let me know. I'm heading out to go to a doctor's appointment. All right. Thanks. Bye.